He's a fraud. Pretentious, petty, writes characters that have no depth, and furthermore, all of his plots are riddled with holes. He tells us exactly what's happening and leaves nothing to the imagination. He spits on our face with implied empathy towards his characters with nothing to latch onto. He's a joke, and not even a good one. Did you mean you? Who did I say?
Get on it.
Neil Gamon is the shit. Every time I get an opportunity to read one of his books, my farmer's tan grows 10 times more noticeable. Oh God. Oh God. Ever heard of sunscreen? When I started this project, Purebred Mutts, I had one goal: to make stories in every medium I could think of. Music, videos, novels, comic books, haikus, screenplays, eggplant emojis, and freshly drying cement. You get it. But it's been difficult finding exactly what I want this channel to be about. I want to do it all. But to grow, I know I need to stick to some form of recurring content. Otherwise, I don't think the gods will favor me. Send in the plague! So I'm experimenting with new videos to see which ones are more fun to make and which ones work as a good representation of me, all while pleasing the algorithm. Don't feed the hand that bites. Dyslexia. Today I want to talk about Neil Gaiman's novel, Neverwhere. I read this book a few years back and recently listened to it on Audible. I gotta be honest, I don't think I gave it its just due when I first read it. And I think partly it was because I didn't want to read anything. My mind was on other things, and every time I sat down to read, I just started zoning out. I'd read a whole page and nothing. I just didn't have the attention span necessary to sit down, grab a book, and finish it. So my readings were spread out over months. And just like everything on Fox's fall lineup, I got bored. But the audiobook seemed to attack my senses differently, and I felt like I could actively engage. And I gotta say, this is my shit! Damn, y'all were holding out on me. One of y'all mofos should have strapped me to a bed, made me engage, because this was awesome. I feel like I've been missing out. One of the best parts about this book for me were the characters. I loved the main character's denial and the slow, gradual descent into this newfound reality. He felt like a real person stuck in this situation. I feel like I know Richard. Like, I've seen him at parties and we've talked, and he sucks. To be fair, he may not have realized that the objection of the game was to get the balls inside of the cup, but that excuse gets old after the third game and he hasn't made anything and I have to go straight to the pharmacy because my back is killing me from carrying the team. I can't say enough about how each character had just distinct traits. They all felt real to me, and that just made it so much more fulfilling when problems would arise. Because I knew, based on the context, how these characters would react, but not in a patternistic way. That's not a word. Their reactions to each other and the situations at hand played out in a way that made sense, but didn't feel forced. It was as natural as a 100-foot waterfall, obvious in which way it falls, and yet still devastatingly beautiful. It was an amazing experience. I can't recommend this audiobook enough, even if it was just some random person reading it. But the cherry on top was that Neil Gaiman was the voice actor. This dude, why is he not done Planet Earth yet? I swear, you can only have 3 people narrate a nature doc. It's David Attenborough, Morgan Freeman, and Neil Gaiman. Cows kill more people than sharks. You can hear it in his voice, the intimacy he has with these characters. I can feel how many years he's wrestled with their stories and personalities. The way he voices each character has distinct timbre, unique inflections, and pacing. For me, this performance was right up there with Orson Welles' 1938. Instant classic. Speaking of classic, what books are you reading? I need recommendations because my brain function doesn't have the capacity for original thought. So if I could use some of yours, that would be dope. Comment some books down to blah, 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 blah. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more. I'll be checking the comments and reading your suggestions, and hopefully, while I'm doing so, gain a couple of IQ points. Thanks for watching.